What's up, everyone? Welcome back to our channel.
Hello. Hope everyone's doing good.
Today, we're back with another reaction. We're going to be checking out the Deadliest Motorcycle race. Is it Isle of Man? Something like that. So without further talking, let's dive right in.
Okay. To be honest, I don't know nothing about motorcycle racing.
I'm so scared of
I don't think I've ever in my life seen any motorcycle race.
I don't think I like speed. It's so scary. Can you imagine?
Oh,
I can't imagine this.
that's
My name's
fast.
Connor Cullens. I'm 28 just, and I race motorbikes for a living.
I can't do that.
The Isle of Man TT race is the oldest race in motorcycle history. It is considered to be the
Isle of
hardest
Man.
and most daring racing still allowed.
Wow.
In 107 years
The
of
first
racing,
one,
there
like
have
the
been
oldest one.
242 deaths. 4 deaths have occurred this year.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Just quickly, don't you think they say it's the oldest motorcycle race and also the hardest? It's kind of crazy that the first motorcycle race is also the hardest one. You would think that when they come up with like a new race somewhere else, like a different routes and so on, they can go. But I guess maybe because of like health and safety, because they said this, how many people died?
More than 70 something.
It was like big number.
That's a lot. That's a lot. It's very risky with all this speed. I'm already even kind of scared already watching it. I think the kind of motorcycle race that I have seen, maybe not like live or in movie or just seen like clips of it. The ones they do in rocky, hilly mountains or something like that. They use like a motorcycle. They kind of go, I'm not like so much.
No idea. I always thought it's more on like a racetrack as, F1, like Formula One cars. So seeing them driving on roads like that, to me, it's a little bit crazy because I guess you need to really have the roads that are really well-built roads. Okay, if you're driving a car, it's not such a big problem, but I guess if you're driving a motorcycle where you have very thin tires and only 2 of them, and there's any holes in the road or things like that, and you're driving at a speed, I don't know what kind of speeds they do. It must be like somewhere between 70 and 150, maybe, I don't know. Motorways are 70 miles an hour, so I guess maybe around that. But if you make a mistake, there's nothing to save you. There's nothing to save you.
I don't think
okay,
this
you wear a
helmet
helmet, but
really would work.
this to me looks insane.
The race is the oldest race in motorcycle history. It is considered to be the hardest and most daring racing still allowed. In 107 years of racing, there have been 242 deaths. 4 deaths occurred this year.
Oh my God.
Wow.
176 years and 250 something deaths, so it's more than 1 death per each year.
Yeah.
Someone dies every year at
They
least.
said this particular year was recorded 4 deaths.
This is crazy, actually.
I would never do this. If I'm watching it alone, see how close they are to the ground. No.
It's a street race.
Is he kind of training something?
It's totally different to anything. They're racing on public roads, on
Jeez.
super bikes with more than 200 brake horsepower, big sticky fat tires on them.
No.
Even the sound.
And it's the best race on the planet.
I wonder kind of what speeds they do on those. The sound is like crazy. If you look,
And
it doesn't look like it's crazy
holds
speed,
a big,
but
strong place in my
fast.
heart.
Looks kind of relaxed.
Oh my God.
Riders complete 6 laps throughout the race, with each lap measuring 37.5 miles in length. With over
37,
300
wow.
turns, competitors race at breakneck speeds, averaging 130 miles per hour.
130 miles per hour.
See how fast it's going.
So I was somewhere like in the ballpark when I said between 70 and 150.
There's no. I suppose that you could say there's a little bit of fear, but that's
A little.
to me. I think I see that as a good.
Yeah, when he says this type of thing, I suppose there's a little bit of fear. Maybe for them, I guess, because they drive. For me, it would be like, man, I would not even try. Like for me, it would be like definitely very, very fearsome thing to do.
My God.
I guess if you drive motorcycle and you have a lot of experience, you feel more confident and maybe you're not as scared. And maybe you get some kind of adrenaline hit from it. But I mean, knowing that 256 people died over 176 years or something along those lines, you know that every year someone dies. Like, and there's some years where more people die. The guy was saying in the last year, I don't know when the show was done. It looks to me like maybe early 2000s, something like that. They said, oh, this year, like 4 people died. Can you imagine how crazy that is? I don't know how many people actually partake in race as well.
Imagine.
There's no. I suppose that you could say there's a little bit of fear, but like
A little bit of fear. That sounds crazy.
To me, I think I see that as a good thing. It settles you when you're riding. You know, you're riding hard, and there's a line you don't cross. You know, and I think that fear sort of controls that a little bit. I mean, don't get me wrong. It doesn't have to. You know, obviously with the danger side of it, you can be hurt and worse. Let's be realistic here. You know, there's been some severe.
I guess he's right.
happen,
Fear kind of makes you more careful in a way.
The individual's fault, you know.
But if you anyway.
This is really dangerous. My God.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh my God! Have you seen how he flew?
Oh my God.
Well, 2010 I had a big smash at the veranda on the mountain road of the TT course. I lost the front end at 150 plus mile an hour.
Look how he flew.
I ended up going over,
Look how he flew. Look.
over a hillside and
You see through that
cartwheeling down a hill.
fence or like the stone.
And, next thing I knew I was in hospital with a broken back, dislocated knee, and a bust arm. You know, it's pretty horrendous.
To me, when someone says broken back, for me it's like
and this
end,
is now,
end of the road.
It's all behind me, and something I've forgotten about really, and you know, it's took a lot of getting back from. To be honest, it's
Forgotten about.
took a lot of strength,
Gee.
physically and mentally.
That's something you easily forget.
Hopefully, I'll start seeing the fruits of my labours.
Oh, the guy who has a haircut of Keith Flint from The Prodigy.
Now we'll see. On the best bike in the grid.
Bike is like so
I
monstrous.
feel alright. All I do, I don't get carried away with predictions or anything like that, or any of that old nonsense. It's just whatever I'm feeling on the day. If I feel good, you know, I'll push because my bike's good.
The suits
On the
must be
Fire
like
Blade,
really,
it's a brilliant bit of
really
kit.
kind of specific
And,
material to prevent you
you know,
from
I'd love to do
like
myself
scraping
and the
your.
team justice by
your
getting a
skin.
good result tomorrow, you know, and there'll be no one trying as hard as I am.
Needs no build-up from me. Here we go. The PokerStars Senior TT, the big race of the week. 1 minute, less than 55 seconds to go as the top boys are now paddling these magnificent machines towards the start line on Glen Crutchley Road.
It's not like even their neck is like protected. This is so.
I just can't get out of my head that like
Next away,
someone will
number
die.
10 is
You know, you almost feel like someone will die. Someone will not return from the race.
Down towards Spray
Can you
Hill
imagine how
on the
fast they are?
Honda.
Can you imagine that?
Six laps of the mountain course,
Oh,
226.
look at the cemetery. He's just outside the cemetery. Man, it looks insane. Like,
And Connor Cummins is on Glen Crutchley Road now, so we'll just see if Connor slots into second place.
no.
See all the BMW boys
Not me, never.
about to greet their charge. There is Connor Cummins slowing up. Connor is in second, 14 seconds down.
Throughout a grueling race, Connor Cummins is in a battle for first place against Michael Dunlop. Despite a neck-and-neck race,
Dunlop.
Connor comes in
Is that
second.
like those tires? Dunlop
No one's
tires?
forcing anyone to do this race at all. No one's forcing me to do it. I want to do it. I'm fully aware of what goes on. It's down to me. Everyone else is the same. There's not one man in that paddock who's
God.
signed up because they have to. It's because they want to. It's as simple as that. No, at the end of the day, I'd only stop if I
drive
stopped
of some
enjoying it.
people. Like,
If
you
I
know,
wasn't enjoying my racing,
it's crazy to me how
then this place is
how
not
you
the
can
place
be
to be riding
driven
a
to do
motorbike.
things like that.
You know, all I could probably say is,
I don't think
you know,
I
they were
would.
doing something that they
I would
loved,
let
riding a
my
motorbike
child do such a
and enjoying
sport or
themselves,
whatever.
you know.
I can't.
yeah, I
very
mean, if
easy
you're
for
a
me to
family
sit
of
here
someone
and say
who's like,
I
Oh my
wouldn't like to be in
God.
anyone's position who's grieving right now, you know. But hopefully they would take some kind of comfort in the fact that they were enjoying themselves and, you know, doing something they wanted to do.
Oh my gosh.
yeah, that's the thing. I don't think you can understand what goes on in their head, like their drive for it. To us, seems like it's ridiculous, but for them, it's like, you know, where they're in their spirit. Oh man.
Nah. This is
I haven't heard
crazy.
dubstep in a long time. This must have been like 2008 to 2012, maybe. Like that's, I think that's where the dubstep was like very in.
You know, watching this takes me back home. I'm remembering people do this for a living. Speed, they love the speed and how fast they can go. And then I see myself back home in Africa. There's something we used to call Okada. It's called Okada. It's a bike that you use for like transportation. You can take a bike somewhere. You know, if you're
Yeah.
going out, if you don't use a bus, you just use the bike. And then he's going in less than how many, I don't know how they calculate the speed. And I'm busy like, please calm down, slow down. It's as slow. So comparing this type of speed with what I tell those guys, please slow down. It's like a snail. A snail
Yeah.
walking.
You know, I'm thinking about the uniform, the clothes they wear. Do they provide? I mean, of course, they must provide better protection than like regular clothes. It must be somewhat effective, otherwise they wouldn't be using it. But to me, it seems like almost nothing.
I don't think there's any protection. No matter how protected it is, I would ever dare. I don't think I will.
You see, that's what I was saying. For us,
Yeah.
for me, for you, if we think about it, it's like, I would never do that. Like, you know, there's a high chance he will die. But I think some people are driven in that way. You wouldn't understand what's going on in their head in a way. That's what they love doing. But it's... I mean, if you imagine your family, you tell them, oh, you know, I'm going to do that race this year again. They must be like crazy worried.
I will definitely not be there to watch. I can't. I won't be able to watch it. The fear, the anxiety will kill me.
And I think Isle of Man is somewhere in UK, somewhere around here. British Island, somewhere, I guess. I'm not 100% sure exactly where, but I think around here. As I said, very interesting to think that this is the oldest motorcycle race and also the most dangerous or like the hardest. I still feel like, you know, you kind of get two crowns on the first one. Like, you know, it's the hardest and the oldest.
Thank you all so much for watching. Remember to subscribe to our channel. We'll see you in our next video. Bye.
See you later.